Here's some of the footage from this dash cam so you can get an idea of how it looks in different environments. It does have your front camera and it also has a rear camera that you can put in the back. There are a handful of things that set this apart from other dash cameras that I have reviewed. I will get to that in the end of the video, but first let's go ahead and have a closer look at the setup for this and how to install it. This is the ARC900 model. This was sent to me so I could make this video. Before we set up the camera, I just want to point out a few things that you should be aware of. So it does come with a hardwire kit for parking mode. If you want to use this, you will need a fuse tap. Another thing to be aware of is the main power that goes to the dash cam is with this barrel plug. So it is a specialized cable just for this dash cam, and then for the rear dash camera it is micro to micro. And as far as attaching the dash cam to the windshield, it does have this mount with the adhesive. It does not come with an electrostatic sticker, so I do recommend you get an electrostatic sticker to put this on if you ever need to take this off. That will make things easier. It does come with its own TF card, so if we have a look at this, it is 64 gigabytes. Normally, I would recommend you set this up before you install it in the car, but because this has such a unique power cable, I'm not going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and install this. So I'm setting it up in the car just because that's the only place I have power. The screen is really nice. It's touchscreen, so that's really cool. Go ahead and download the app if you want to view the video files on the app. And if we look at the menu, here are some of the settings. A really nice screen. So we can go to the camera, we can change the resolution. So if we go here, that's interesting. Either 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. We'll leave it as is. HDR is on by default. Here are some of the other settings. I'm just going to kind of show you what it's got without going over everything. But it does have quite a bit of settings, and I do really like that it's touchscreen, very large screen, probably the easiest navigation I've used on any dash camera.
Voice recording enabled. Manual recording will now start.
As far as what makes this different from other dash cameras I've tried, one of the main things is this screen is really large. So if you are looking for, maybe you kind of want a backup camera, but you don't want to install a backup camera, you could actually use the rear camera and then see everything really nice on this screen. Really easy to adjust the angle of the camera. There's some other things that make this really unique as well. And I would say the main thing is the barrel plug for the power. I would say about 90% of dash cams I have tried use USB-C for power. So that's kind of the standard now. I don't know why they decided to go with this. And the hardwire kit includes the same barrel plug, which means that if you end up using this with the hardwire kit, and if for some reason you need to upgrade or change your dash cam, that's going to make things more difficult, or you'll have to stick with the same brand and hope that they keep the barrel plug for power. But an odd thing with the hardwire kit is that they include the hardwire kit, which almost never happens with dash cameras. So that's really nice that they include this kit with the dash camera, but they don't include the fuse tap. So you'll still need to buy a fuse tap to use this. And another thing that's unique with this is with the adhesive, just about every dash cam that comes out has an electrostatic sticker that comes with this. And maybe I'm just blind, but it doesn't look like this came with this. And the reason I think this is important is I've actually installed dash cameras on my window before, and this adhesive is so strong. I put it on my rear window on my car, and it actually took like the protective layer film off. So I definitely recommend you use an electrostatic sticker, but again, that's something you will have to get separate. So for me, the main reasons to get this dash camera is if you really like the large screen, or if you like the video quality for the video footage. Now, I've kind of been showing the footage for this dash camera so you can get a general idea of how it looks. I will let you decide for yourself if you think that footage works for you. Ultimately, this works just fine. They just made a couple decisions that are different from other dash cameras I've tried. So as long as you're aware of that, you should be good to go.